which is the way forward for the Luo community after the departure of Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. Because if you can remember, Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga has actually influenced the community to have a certain way of doing or of dealing with its political needs. And he has actually been the person who has been championing the political needs of the Luo community. And that is why, for a long time, Raila Amolo Odinga has been giving that community the direction forward. He has been championing the politics of that community, the economy of that community. And that is why his influence has been far-reaching. But now, because he has departed, which is the way forward for the Luo community to meet their political needs and their political needs. That is actually what I want us to have a candid discussion about. But before we dive in and try to dissect all that, I could request you kindly to take a minute and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends. And if your friends are lovers of politics, then request them for us to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for those ones who have actually subscribed to our YouTube channel, I say thank you. May God bless you all abundantly, because you always give us the inspiration to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. And whenever you subscribe to this YouTube channel, always make sure to hit the notification bell so that YouTube can always notify you to watch any political content that we upload into YouTube. Now, which is the way forward for the Luo community after the departure of Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, who has been critically influential in that community because he has been championing the political needs of that community, the economical needs of that community. And now, because Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga has actually departed and has been with William Samoei Arap Ruto under the broad-based government, which is the way forward for the community, I've tried to think about the way that community should move forward. And I have actually come up with 4 ways of engagement for that community. And one way forward is that the community can choose to remain with William Samoei Arap Ruto in the broad-based government. And the community can aid the re-election of William Samoei Arap Ruto in negotiation that William Samoei Arap Ruto will actually champion the political needs and the economical needs of that community. So that is the first way that that community can actually move forward. And that way forward looks to be quite secure for me, because I've tried to look at other ways that the community can negotiate. But I have ended feeling that that way forward is the best thing for the community to do. Another way forward for the Luo community is actually to join Fred Okengo Matiang'i, because as you remember very well, Fred Okengo Matiang'i actually comes from Nyanza, And Fred Okengo Matiang'i is actually eyeing for the presidency of this republic in the Jubilee Party. And therefore, because Fred Okengo Matiang'i is from Nyanza, and more in particular from the Gusii Nation, the Luo community can choose to back Fred Okengo Matiang'i so that as a community called Nyanza, we can move forward together. So that is another way that the Luo community can move forward. And if they actually back Fred Okengo Matiang'i, then there is a very high chance that Fred Okengo Matiang'i will become more stronger and he might unseat President William Samoei Arap Ruto from power. And therefore, because Fred Okengo Matiang'i is actually from Nyanza region, it means that he is going to cater for the political needs and the economical needs of the Luo nation. So that is another way for the Luo nation to move forward. Another trajectory that the Luo nation can take is to remain united and produce a presidential candidate, and they champion that presidential candidate so that he can go against William Samoei Arap Ruto late come 2027. But I am very sure that it is not going to be easy for the candidate who will be given forward by the Luo community currently to be able to win against William Samoei Arap Ruto. Because for that candidate to win, they need either the Kalenjin community to back that candidate, or they need the Mount Kenya community to back up that candidate. But because, as you can remember, the Kalenjin community has their son, William Samoei Arap Ruto, and therefore they cannot back the candidate from the Luo community. At the same time, the Luo community cannot get a backing from the Mount Kenya community because of the Rigathi factor, and also because of Matiang'i factor, because Matiang'i is also banking to get the backing of Mount Kenya community, and the former president Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is behind Fred Okengo Matiang'i. And because of all that, we can say that the candidate which will be given forward by the Luo community is actually not going to win. And he cannot make it in the political arena. And that will work negatively for the Luo community because they cannot be in government. And in their opposition, they will be quite weak if they choose to go alone. So that is the third trajectory that the Luo community can take. And the fourth and the last trajectory that the Luo community can make is to join the Wamnyoro group. But by joining the Wamnyoro group, by now, they cannot gain something politically and economically henceforth. Because within the Wamnyoro group, we have Rigathi Gachagua. And Rigathi Gachagua will actually be the person who will be calling the shots within that coalition. And therefore, the influence of the Luo community will not be felt much, but they can assist the Wamnyoro community to send William Samoei Arap Ruto home. So for them to join that group, they are not going to be guaranteed their political and economical needs. And that's why that trajectory cannot actually be good for them. And because of that, we can say for sure that the best thing the Luo community can do now is to remain under the umbrella of William Samoei Arap Ruto, and they can have a bigger negotiation within that group. So that is the best trajectory for the Luo community. And if they cannot be able to make with that trajectory, then I'm thinking that they should support Fred Okengo Matiang'i candidature to get presidency of this nation. Because through Fred Okengo Matiang'i, Fred will cater for the needs politically and the economical needs of Nyanza as a region. Because Fred will for sure need Nyanza as a whole for him to win. And for him to maintain his leadership in this nation, then he will need that community of Nyanza. That means Teluo Nyanza and the Wusi Nyanza. And for them, for him to have Nyanza as a region, then he must cater for their economical and political needs so that that can be able to cement their relationship together. I really don't know what's your take about all this. Which trajectory do you think the Luo community should take? Should they join William Samoei Ruto and continue to embrace broad-based government? Should they join Fred Okengo Matiang'i? Or should they actually champion their own political and economical needs separately? Or will they join Wamunyoro? Which is the best way forward? Please drop your comment in the comment section below. And if this is the first time for you to bump into this YouTube channel, I request you kindly to take a minute and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends. And if your friends are lovers of politics, then it's good to request them for us to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And whenever you subscribe to this YouTube channel, always make sure to hit the notification bell, because that is the only way YouTube can always notify you to watch any political content that we upload into YouTube. And with that, I say thank you. May God bless you all abundantly until we meet in our next political discussion. Goodbye.